Live your best life. Welcome to the Power Podcast. Our mission is to share all things health, fitness, and wellness. I'm your host, Renee, and I want to empower you to become the best version of yourself. Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. On the Power Podcast today, it is all about tips on Tuesday, and I'm going to be talking to you about how you can increase your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, throughout your day. This is definitely one of the hardest things that people find to do, especially if you're a sedentary worker and you work at a desk, at a computer screen, and you've got a lot to do in a day. And I get it, it can be really hard to get up and down, but these are some little things that you can do throughout your day to help increase your total daily energy expenditure to make sure that you are living a more active lifestyle and moving your body more. Those things can be things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, because taking the stairs is going to get your heart rate up. It's going to help you to increase your stand and increase your steps throughout the day. Park your car a little bit further away from where you have to go. So for example, if you're driving into work, park your car at least 5 to 10 minutes away so you can get a bit of a walk on. Park your car the furthest away from the supermarket if you're going shopping, so that you have to walk all the way to your car, walk all the way to the supermarket, walking around the supermarket with the trolley. Get up and down to get water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day, that's for sure. But if you find that you're sitting at your desk for too long, grab yourself a large glass and a straw. I find having a straw really handy, just another little tip. And get up and down, up and down, up and down to get more water. Make sure you drink enough, and don't use the excuse, oh, but I don't want to go toilet, because going toilet is a good thing, okay? And drinking water is a really good thing. So don't use I don't want to go toilet as an excuse. It's not a really good one. Just a side note. So get up and down to get your water, or tea if you like cups of tea, or walk down to the local cafe, support a small business, and buy a coffee. Get your body moving throughout the day at work as best you can. Talk to your colleagues or talk to your boss on walking meetings. Suggest, unless you have to be looking at a computer or you have to be looking at a projector, suggest everyone going out and doing their meetings outside for a walk. You're going to get fresh air. Your brain's probably going to feel a lot better. You're not going to feel as fatigued from sitting down and staring at screens. You're probably going to feel so much better, and the ideas that you need to spark within the meeting spark even better. So get outside and walk. Use your break time wisely. If you have a lunch break for half an hour, spend 15 minutes of that break walking, moving, stretching, moving your arms up and down, doing some wall angels on the wall to open up your chest and get those back muscles fired up. Spend some time moving. Now, if you're like me and you only take 15 minutes for lunch every day, eat your lunch for 15 minutes and then get back into it, then make sure you've got a walk planned somewhere else throughout your day. I personally make sure that I go for a walk at the end of my day before picking up the kids from daycare, or I'll do it in the morning in between whatever it is that I'm doing. So make it a priority to get out there and move the bod. That's the only way you're going to get your steps up. It's the only way you're going to increase your NEAT. The reason I'm talking about steps is because one of the best ways to track how much NEAT you're doing is by looking at your watch, like your smartwatch or your Fitbit or whatever it is that you have, to see how many steps a day you are doing. And by looking at that, it gives you an approximate idea as to how many steps a day you're doing, which can indicate how much movement you are doing daily. For sedentary workers, my recommendation is trying to get around 7,000 steps a day. That's when you have a rough idea that you know you're doing enough. And for those of you who stand, your goal is around 8 to 10,000 steps a day. Now, if you are standing all day for work, you do have an advantage because you are moving a lot more. Therefore, your total daily energy expenditure is probably higher. But make sure that if you are standing all day, you are standing with the correct posture. You are looking after your shoulders, you're looking after your back, you're not hunching forward, you're trying your best to pull your shoulders down and back, you're doing some stretches throughout the day. So just because you're standing, yes, you have that advantage of moving more, but really do try your best to stretch and make sure your posture is in a good position as well. And that goes for those of you who are sitting. If you're sitting, try and sit upright, shoulders down and back, tucking your tailbone, keeping that core nice and strong throughout your day, rather than slouching into your desk and ending up with very sore shoulders and lower back issues later down the track. Strength training can really help with that too, by the way, but that's another podcast for another day. Now, when it comes to being at home, moving more, if you've got children, play with them, run around, kick a ball, play hide and seek, go onto YouTube and type in kids yoga dance party and do some kids yoga dance party moves. I do it with Mia sometimes, it's hilarious. find ways to move with them. Find ways to move with them that is going to bring them joy and get them moving as well. And it shows them how important movement is in our life. Make sure that you are not Uber Eatsing as much and making the effort to go out and get your food, because it's crazy that in today's day and age there's so much things that we can get at our fingertips. It used to be a bit of a journey to go and get, say your takeaways for dinner. You'd have to get in your car, walk to the shop, get the stuff, wait for it. You're probably moving around while you're waiting for it, get back in the car. That's all movement. But now what we do is we just stay on the couch, the doorbell rings, and it's a fight between who's going to go get the doorbell and grab the food. So make the effort to move more and use less of the really, really convenient amenities like Uber Eats and those types of things, unless you really have to. Every now and again is fine, but do try your best to do more movement throughout your day. Get in the garden. The garden is awesome. The garden is a really great way to get moving, picking weeds, digging, making your outdoor area look tidy, mowing the lawns. That's all neat. That's all getting your heart rate up in some way. It's all moving your body, using your muscles, moving up and down. Try and, even when you're doing the washing, things like that, that's all movement. So staying active throughout your week doesn't mean you have to go and do a 500 meter bloody sprint or a 10K run. You just need to make sure that you are staying active and moving more. And getting up and down off the couch, not staying on the couch for 7 hours in the evening watching series and program after program, because that's not good for our health. It's fun to do every now and again, but honestly, if I'm being really, really honest with you, sitting down and watching series all day, every day, is not good for your health. It's not good for your mental health either, because you just get locked in this room, you're staring at a screen, you're not moving enough. And that's the perfect opportunity to start overthinking and feeling anxious, because you're overthinking about everything that's going on. So get moving, get the feel-good endorphins firing up through your body so that you feel good, you think good, and everything is amazing. So move more daily, increase your NEAT. When you increase your NEAT and you're consistent with your movement, you're going to increase your total daily energy expenditure, which is a beautiful thing. And it also accounts to how many calories that you can consume for you and your body and your lifestyle. So keep active, keep moving, and you will live a longer, happier, healthier lifestyle. Have a great rest of your day or your evening or your morning, whenever it is that you're listening to this podcast, and I look forward to having you listen into the next one. Thanks for listening to the Power Podcast. I hope you can take something valuable away to implement in your own life. Be sure to tune in to our next episode soon, and if you need further help, check out ptwithrenee.com. You'll find loads more information on nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle tips. Live your best life, and we'll chat soon.